LTU Sports Report is brought to you by the City of Southfield, the center of it all, and Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.
What's up, Blue Devil Nation? I'm Sarah Davis, and thanks for checking out another edition of the LTU Sports Report. It's our goal to keep you updated on everything that's happening at Lawrence Tech. Sports coverage, highlights, interviews from athletes, coaches, students, teachers, fans, and more. We've got basketball highlights from the weekend as the Blue Devils traveled to Cornerstone University. Let's begin the show right now.
The snowstorm did not stop the Lawrence Tech women's basketball team from making the road trip to the Eagles of Cornerstone for some WAC basketball action. The Blue Devils come into the game with a 7-3 conference record. In the first quarter, the Blue Devils started this game with a lockdown defense, holding the Eagles to 8 first quarter points, while shooting 55% themselves from the field, putting up an incredible 26 points. Both teams would struggle to score in the second quarter, but the Blue Devils still take a 37-23 lead going into the break. In the second half, the Blue Devils would start the third quarter slow, but pick things up in the fourth quarter, dropping 22 points on the Eagles to close out the game. Junior standout Taryn Klein would lead the way with 15 points. Your final score, LTU 73, Cornerstone 48. Lawrence Tech is back home on Wednesday, the 22nd, to face Northwestern Ohio. Tip-off time is at 6 p.m. The Lawrence Tech men's basketball team looks to keep the ball rolling against the Golden Eagles of Cornerstone. The Blue Devils got a much-needed win at home versus Lords, but they need to string together a few wins in a row to get back in the playoff race. The Blue Devils got off to a quick start, hitting a couple of three-pointers. The battle continued throughout the first half, with both teams taking the lead throughout. Late in the half, freshman Brandon Beavers hits 2 clutch free throws to close out the half. However, the Blue Devils would be down 3 going into the break. The Blue Devils would tie the game early in the second half, and the back-and-forth battle would ensue. However, with about 10 minutes to go in the game, the Eagles would start to stretch the lead, and LTU would go cold from the floor. Lawrence Tech would go on to lose this one with a final score 79-62. LTU is back at home on Wednesday to face Northwestern Ohio at 8 p.m.
The Blue Devils are back in action Wednesday night inside the Don Riddler Fieldhouse for a 6 p.m. matchup against Northwestern Ohio. Men's tip-off is set for 8 p.m. If you can't make it out, the games will be streaming live at LTUathletics.com. Now we will meet one of our LTU student athletes in a segment we call Get to Know.
Connor Victory, ice hockey, pre-medical psychology. My celebrity crush is Selena Gomez because I grew up watching Disney Channel, so I mean that's probably one of them, the only one I can remember, honestly. My favorite superhero is Superman. Sophomore year of high school hockey, my coach told me that I was Superman on the ice for some reason, so that kind of stuck with me. My favorite supervillain is Venom. I don't know, just one of the cooler looking ones. Favorite athlete is Steve Yzerman. Captain of the Red Wings for a very long time. Parents loved him, grew up, had jerseys of him, and kind of had pictures of him all around the house. The boy band that I would join, maybe Jonas Brothers, because it's one of the older ones and one of the ones that I know growing up. Favorite kind of dessert is ice cream. It's just the best, plain and simple.
The world of esports continues to grow, and did you know LTU offers scholarships for playing video games? If you didn't know, now you know. The 4th annual High School League of Legends tournament is starting soon. Candace Burns caught up with the tournament official and LTU student Joel Graves to talk about the upcoming season.
What is up? I'm Candace, and we're standing down in the LTU Esports Center right now, and alongside me I have Joel Graves, the high school tournament official. Joel, can you tell me a little bit about what you're expecting for this upcoming tournament?
Well, this is the 4th annual high school tournament with state champs, and I'm expecting big teams to still come out. Hoping that Troy, with all their teams that come out, make it to the finals. I've also heard great things from Birmingham Legacy. They said they're going to come back stronger than ever and win it all. Just a reminder that sign-ups end on January 26th. The regular season is from February until March, and our playoffs are in April.
So Joel, tell me, when are the finals going down?
The finals are going to be here on the campus of Lawrence Technological University in May. There are going to be thousands of dollars worth of scholarships to come. So come out, compete, and maybe you can win it big.
So Joel, I've also heard of something called LTU X coming up on April 11th. Can you tell us a little bit more information about it?
Yes, I can. LTUX is LTU's annual game and anime con, and this year we are going to have something a little different. We're going to be hosting the GG League's League of Legends Finals for all of Michigan here on the campus. There's going to be tons of fun. There's going to be vendors, esports, and game dev panelists. It's going to be tons of fun, so make sure you mark the date, April 11th, to come out and have some fun.
It's time for a quick break, but before we go, get out your mobile device and make sure to like, share, and comment on all of our social media at LTU Athletics. The LTU Sports Report returns after the break.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4, Tiger on the prowl.
Treat yourself to the world's first stuffed flavored crust pizza. And now, for just $6.99, try our new stuffed Howie bread.
Hungry?
Howie!
Welcome back to the Sports Report. I'm Sarah Davis. Spring is right around the corner and many teams are gearing up for the upcoming season. While most tennis is played outdoors, we head indoors to talk with head coach Stephen Bellmander.
We have a new grad assistant on this semester. She's doing great things with the girls. They've really taken to her very, very well.
My name is Louise. I'm the assistant tennis coach of the women's tennis team at LTU. Graduated myself as a student athlete from Indiana University of Pennsylvania in 2018 and played tennis for them as well. For me, it's a new situation too. I've never coached a college tennis team. I've been coaching like kids and adults, but more private lesson, not like a team in that sense. But I think it's a great group of girls. We get along really well. They're responding to me as a person and as a coach, and they're working their butts off, and I really like it.
We've got a new assistant coach on the men's this semester as well. Comes to us from a D1 program, graduated last May, so he's young, he can relate to the kids.
My name is Griffin Mertz. I'm the assistant men's tennis coach at Lawrence Tech University. We're currently about a week and a half into the spring season, and everybody's looking great. We're getting the rust off. We have some freshmen, some sophomores. They're going to be a little green in the beginning of the season, but they're going to get everything going. They're going to get started. They're working hard. So I've known Coach Steven for a while now, just playing him in my matches at Wayne State and seeing him around the club because I've grown up at Franklin Athletic Club. It's always been a passion of mine to play tennis and teach tennis and coach tennis, so I thought this would be a great opportunity. We're going to have a great season.
Both our new assistant coaches are just doing a great job with the kids, and it certainly allows me to kind of focus on the bigger picture, and that's the recruitment end of things and lineups.
Monday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and to honor this holiday, some LTU athletes, coaches, and faculty joined the Peace Walk around Southfield. Let's have a look.
Growing up, I was taught a lot about MLK and what he did for the African American community, and I will always support that. I was ecstatic that we actually had something, to do to honor that here at Lawrence Tech. So I want to make sure I was a part of that. So I made sure I had my face in the place right now, get the job done.
It just goes along with us just being the team of Southfield, just helping our community, showing our community that we're involved, that we care. Much more about just our university, and then we want to be there for the community, especially with the MLK Walk. There's going to be a bunch of people out there, so it's going to be a great overall experience for the community.
It reminds us a lot in school growing up before college. We always had this day to remember the past in America, and it's kind of good to just be reminded of it in college because it kind of gets brushed over.
Well, we think it's really nice to get involved with the community, and to be a part of that with the entire school is nice. So we just like getting involved.
It really means a great deal to be able to come out here and support.
Man, it feels good, have an opportunity like this, be out there with the team, all come together for someone who did a lot for us, Martin Luther King. So it's a good event for us to do, get involved with the community.
That's all the time we have for you on this episode of the LTU Sports Report. Remember to cheer on your Blue Devils Wednesday night as the men's volleyball team goes on the road and takes on Lourdes. And the basketball teams have a date with Northwestern Ohio inside the Don Riddler Fieldhouse. I'm Sarah Davis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.